Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So it's late in the day. It's late in the day. It's been a day, a good day, but still a day. All right, I asked what this conversation was going to be about, and what I heard is secrets are spilling out. Secrets are spilling out. I don't know what these secrets are, but whatever it is you need to know, I'm assuming these cards are going to tell you. Give me 1 second. I'm going to be going live. I'm going to be going live on TikTok after this to do expedite. So if you'd like me to do a little work on you, if you'd like to get a reading, a scan, whatever it is, just click on that link right there and it'll take you exactly where you need to go. So going back to what we were talking about, secrets are spilling out. So there's something going on. Isn't there always, though? There's always something going on. That's just kind of how I'm taking it at this point. I already shuffled this. Oh. All right. Let me just drink some water and we're gonna get into this. We already know what's gonna happen. We know. Oh. We know. Okay, here goes. Okay. Ooh, y'all. We need 2 more cards. We need 2 more. I need to stop doing that because I need to stop with like specific patternings because I get so fixated on that. Okay, so secrets are spilling out, right? The first card, bada bing, bada boom, concealment in reverse. This is confirmation that something is about to be revealed to you. What? I don't know. Testing. Hold on. Testing. So something's about to be revealed to you. Ooh, okay. So here's the thing, right? For those of us who live with integrity, we're not trying to do no shady stuff. We're not trying to do no, this has to do with something someone else is doing that's going to be revealed to you. And it's probably something that affects you directly, personally. For those who are shady McShady people, some shit that you've been doing, it's coming to the surface. You better be ready for the fallout. I know that ain't nobody in our community, right? That's not anyone in our community. Our community doesn't do shady shit. So balance is about to be restored. Whatever went off kilter because of the shady thing that happened, I don't know, maybe for some of you, this is something that like goes all the way back to like, I don't know, years ago or something. I don't know. But it just feels like something ugly happened. Something ugly was done. And maybe you didn't do your part to make sure that whatever it was is contained and fully resolved. And it's something that has been kind of trickling over into your current life for years now. This is an upside down cycle that's coming to a close. It needs to be allowed to end. again, you know, I don't like telling people what to do. I'm kind of the type to just be like, let you know maybe once, maybe remind you one more time. And if you're going to choose to forget, or, you just don't agree with what I said, well, then fucking live that, live whatever the experience is that you are so hell bent on living. It's very simple. It's very, very, very simple, right? It's very simple. So, what's happening here is there was something that was created. Maybe I hear the word disregard, right? There was a disregard. And because of that disregard, a circumstance was created. It's an upside down circumstance. Excuse me. Feminine in reverse is giving me an indication that what's happening, whatever the circumstance is, the secrets that are about to spill out, these are things that someone misused their ability to create circumstance for themselves. They misused that. They were very irresponsible in their choices. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming if this applies to you somehow, you already know what this means. You know who was involved, you know the circumstance, you know all of that. So, I don't know. I kind of feel like this is a harping message. Like it's a continuous repeating, right? And for whoever needed to hear it, they stayed in their space of incubation. Part of me feels like just throwing this card. It's just like, did you think you were going to avoid the consequences of your choice? I mean, I'm not going to be your judge, jury, executioner, delivery of karma, or any of that. And I'm gonna drink my water, stay hydrated. That's none of my business. Literally, it's none of my business. But whatever the secret is, it's like someone is trying to just hold it in so hard. They just want so badly to be able to pretend like none of this matters. There's no consequences. I'm just having a conversation with Michael right now. Because it's almost like, if that's the case, I mean, who am I talking to here? If it's a person who does not want to hear anything outside of what they've chosen to believe, there's no point in pulling any of the other cards. Because I can hear my husband just got home and I requested some fresh fruit. I just end this motherfucking live stream and go eat some fresh fruit on the beanbag. There's nothing more heavenly than like a 7-foot beanbag. I'm telling you right now, there is nothing more heavenly than laying on a 7-foot beanbag with a big ass tray of fresh fruit, watching Lincoln Lawyer. I'm saying. I'm saying. So who am I addressing, Michaela? Is it the person that doesn't want to hear anything, or is it the person that's waiting for them to kind of understand the gravity of what they did, how it affected everyone around them? He says, does it matter? Yes, it matters, because I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste my time. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to waste our time. Because it's not a message for me. I mean, this is something that's continued. Death in reverse, it's continued over and over and over and over, continuing to be seeded, be placed in your soil, watered, and then it grows. And then whoever this is kind of just like, oh no, why are there weeds? Because your ass ain't do fucking the shit you need to do. patootin' darn it. Gosh, patootin' darn it. Okay. Oh, yes. You know, you know what it is. We just need a little salicylic acid right here. Something unholy touched my chin. It's called hormones. Something unholy called hormones went ahead and touched my chin. So we're just gonna salicylic acid this biznatch right here, just right here. And you know what? I love unclogged pores, so we're just gonna put it right here too. You know what I'm saying? If you've ever wondered why my skin sometimes will look super smooth, salicylic acid. I'm serious. You have big pores. You don't like your pores. Salicylic acid. It just clears all of that. You know, I'm not going to play with you though. I was blessed with my mother's skin. Hers was better though. And I never really had issues with my pores. But if you notice, my skin is looking very like clean, very smooth. Salicylic acid. Then sometimes I just don't want to bother. So then it starts looking all dull and yucky again. That's called dead skin. I don't wash my face with soap. You want good skin? Stop using soap. Seriously. Ask me the last time I washed my face with soap. I don't know. When I was a teen. Maybe not even then. Maybe not even then. Anyways, you're going to need to change whatever this is that's happening, right? The secrets, whatever the secrets are that are spilling out, you need to completely alter the trajectory of this and not allow it into your life. You just Mika, is this what I think it is? Because I'm being an avoider. Hold on. You guys, think of the situation that you think this might be, because I think we're in the same boat here. Okay. So, Bish is already showing me yes. Bish, show me no. No, show me yes. Okay. Is this repeating message because I am an avoider right now? She stopped moving. Okay, so it turns out these messages that continue to repeat, they're because you're not addressing things. We are not addressing things. So we need to begin addressing some things. Specifically, what things I'm not sure, but you need to address it before winter comes in. It's something that really needs to be handled before winter gets here. Okay. I think another small window for change is being opened up. And I'm wondering if the one that needs to change, it's not you, but maybe you are being used as a catalyst to help another person alter the course of their life. And in that, as you see the way your energy, your presence, your support, or whatever it is, can positively impact someone, I'm assuming it's to help you see how powerful and influential you actually are. So, okay, there's two paths. There's two paths that are being laid ahead of us. The first path will require the person, whether it's you or whoever you're dealing with, to be reborn from shadow, right? This means they're going to have to face whatever it was they chose to do in the shadow, whatever their fear, insecurity, um, issues with rejection, issues with abandonment, all of these different things, whatever it is, they have to face that within themselves, and it will create the opportunity for metamorphosis. It will reignite their light, and they'll be able to kind of see things from a whole different perspective if they choose. And then, of course, their purpose will be renewed and they'll get right back on track, right? That's a good thing. Those are good things. And this is not because you're telling them to do this. I think this is because whatever it is you're avoiding, whatever conversation, whatever subject matter, addressing it is going to help you to really see the ways in which you need to show up for yourself, first and foremost. And then, of course, the other path is really the same old, same old. So they're not going to be cleansing it. They're going to come up with excuses. They're going to come up with different reasonings. Maybe they're going to share those reasons with you. Maybe they're going to say it to themselves. But opportunity is missed, window is closed, and they failed to prevent another cycle of self-betrayal. That's on them. That's on them. I mean, what can you do? How are you going to save someone from themselves? You can't. You're not supposed to. You can provide as safe an environment as you want, but the choice is theirs. The choice has always only ever been theirs. So now, whatever was hidden, it's about to be understood. It's about to be made clear. I don't know if this feels intense because it feels like this is quite possibly the final stage. The final stage before you are completely removed from that lower level of existence, because you've already leveled up. But right now you're acting as a bridge between the two different types of existence, right? The one that you just left or are about to leave behind. You're well on the way to leaving it behind and entering into this new life, new potentiality, new opportunities, and all of that. And then there's it's almost like something's trying to pull you back. It's a very covert attempt. It's a very covert attempt. This is sad. This is actually very sad. There's a buffering that needs to occur. What I'm recognizing is there's a buffering that needs to occur, and this buffering is to prevent you from allowing things to jump onto you. You have a type of compassion, a type of ability to overlook all of the signs that are telling you something. And so now your soul is really kicking everything into high gear. And I think it's being kicked into high gear in hopes that you don't have enough time to revert back to the same old pattern. Give me 1 second. All right. Oh, okay. There are certain things you don't need to do again. Rediscovery, you don't need to do those things again. There are certain things where you're really not specialized enough to be able to handle that. So you need to be able to kind of just reach out to people who you are too emotionally invested in an outcome that's expired. That is the secret that's spilling out. You are too emotionally invested in an outcome that has long since expired. And really, whatever alliance you think is there, you need to reassess that. Because if you don't, what happens is you get accessed, parasitic access, a breach, full membrane breach down to your core, not just your outer shield, all the way through to your central core. You will lose yourself in this if you don't step back. You will lose yourself in it. I think a lot of empaths are entering into a space of existence where they really need to begin separating themselves from these different types of mindsets, these different types of experiences. The other day I was chatting with my sibling, and my siblings are rough and tough. They're formidable, they're formidable. And my sibling that I was chatting with is thinking of a career change. He's very successful in the career he has right now, but it's like, I guess he doesn't feel happy. I don't know. I didn't really ask. I wanted to give him his privacy on that. But he mentioned something about correctional deputy or deputy sheriff or something like that. And he asked me if I saw anything good come from that. And I was like, you're too empathic. You're going to be in a shitty environment surrounded by shitty people, and you're going to be miserable. He's like, what? I mean, don't get me wrong. You can hold your own. You can fuck shit up. You can fuck shit up. I absolutely believe you can. I don't believe that you can't handle that environment. You could absolutely fuck shit up as a correctional officer. Like, I would totally. But here's the thing, you're going through a spiritual awakening. The last thing you need is to be immersed in an environment that's very reminiscent of a portion of your early life. That's just going to trigger the shit out of you. Why would you want to be put in that environment? And it's the same thing that's happening in this reading, this thing of like, even if it is someone else messing up, even if it is someone else outside of you that is using their right to choose in a very irresponsible manner, like continuously making poor life choices, being in proximity is going to affect you. I'm not trying to convince you to cut nobody out of your life, but I'm letting you know the consequences of your actions, regardless of how good your intention is. You will have to live with that. You will have to live with that. You deserve more than what you're willing to settle for. Michael's reminding me about one of my assistants years ago. Amazing person. Amazing. Love her so much. Love her so fucking much. Right? She never does anyone wrong. She was my assistant for a bit. And it was just this thing of, I saw that her being with me was not really allowing the things that she wanted and needed in life to come to fruition. It was enabling her being stuck in the same emotional space. right? And so I had to have a very difficult conversation with her. I had to let her go. I terminated her employment with me, not because she's bad, not because she did something wrong, but because I saw she was willing to forego what she needed to go through to support me. That's not a friend. If I allow her to do that, that's not a friend. Because I'm benefiting, that's not a friend. I would not be a friend to her. So I felt really, really bad. Like really, really bad. Like, she's probably going to hate me. You know, she's probably going to hate me for doing that. And took but a couple months. Not long after, she did find another job. She shared all of this on her public post. She did find another job and she loved it. And there was room for her to grow. And she grew with that company. And then she became a training manager. And then she began doing all these other things, became an insurance agent and all kind of other things. And I'm just like, girl, see what I'm saying? I was holding you back. I could feel it. I was holding her back. So I had to do the difficult thing. I had to let go, knowing she never would. We're still friends to this day. We're still friends. Every once in a great while, I reach out. I'm like, hey, what's up? What you doing? She's still doing really well. Very happy in life. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is let go. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to leave someone behind. It means you have to love them in such a way that sets them free. Don't forget, you have wings as well. You can fly side by side. Whatever it is that's happening, you're drawing to you the very things, the very people that you need right now for your own journey. It's not about being selfish, like, oh, you need to be more selfish. You need to think of yourself. No, it's about realizing you're here in this life for a purpose. Whatever purpose you're here to live, it requires you to be fully present, to cultivate the skills and the character that needs to be cultivated within you. You can't do that when you're trying to babysit someone, when you're trying to make someone your people project, when you're trying to use someone else as an excuse, because now you're so busy saving that other person that you don't even have time to assess yourself. There are people waiting for you to exit out of that box of limited existence so they can be aware you exist and you can inspire them and you can live the purpose you are here to live. Stop being afraid of the very process that is going to show you without any doubts just how powerful you are, just how capable you are, and what you are in this life for. Not everyone that you care deeply about is meant to walk with you through every single part. They're just not. Not everyone. Some people will only walk with you a short distance. Other people will walk with you all the way. And yet other people will walk with you for a period of time, disappear on their own path, only to find out that your path and their path reconverge somewhere down the line. Okay? You're ready, but waiting. This is the sign you're waiting for. It's time for you to push forward. It's time for you to make these decisions that need to be made so that you can do what needs to be done. The expectation you have right now is a very unhealthy one. It's not aligned with what it is your soul is trying to get you to do. I'm assuming with all the other details in this reading, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get someone to be a part of your journey because you care, because you want to protect them, because you love them. But in reality, they have no place in your journey at this point. They have no place in your journey. Sometimes you see things accurately, but you misinterpret them. You don't quite realize that you've misunderstood what was shown to you in a very accurate manner. For example, what's an example? Give me an example, Michael. My publisher. I was speaking to them a while back, and there was this message that came through that we are to do a project together where we would be writing about past lives. And it's kind of like I interpreted it then as like I would write a chapter and then they would write a chapter and then, they would kind of go together somehow. I was shown what I was shown accurately, but I didn't interpret it appropriately. We are to publish a book together. We, as in me, the author, and them, the publisher. Yes. Like I saw it clearly, but I didn't quite interpret it accurately. Right? Another example, I once went to Vegas with two folks who were at that time people I considered friends. And, I was like, yeah, no, we're supposed to win some money. We're supposed to win some money in Vegas. I mean, I didn't want to go to Vegas. They were hella gung-ho to go. And I was just like, I don't want to be a killjoy. We're all on this trip together. And I'm going to be the only one that's like, I don't want to go. So I was like, sure, I'll go to Vegas. And I was like, yeah, no, I can see that, we win money. I see money being handed to me. And then I see other people's hands on like this on the table, the edge of the tables. And I figured all of us were going to win money. Word to the wise. If you ever go to a casino with me and we play the roulette table, always bet on what I bet on. Because I will not tell you what to bet on. I will just start putting chips on the table. And if I'm zoned in and having fun with everyone, every single time it will hit. Which one? I don't know. But always bet on what I bet on. And these two, they weren't betting on what I was betting on. So I hit, and it was a big hit. And they didn't. And I distinctly remember, I think that was the point when one of them just like, they were so pissed off at me. For what? You're the one that wanted to go to Vegas. And then they wanted me to, because I was like, are you guys done? Like, we could just go back. Y'all, the craziness. I assumed they were done because she looked so pissed at me. And then she's like, oh yeah, you can, because she brought her kid. Who brings their fucking kid to a casino? Anyways, they brought their kid to the casino. They wanted me to go back to the room and babysit their kid. And then the other person that was with us wanted me to stay in the casino because they wanted to use me to try and win. These two fucks. Oh, Lord, the people that I allowed myself to associate with at one point. Hey, I saw a win, but I didn't realize it was just going to be me. Sometimes you want to share something so badly. You want to share goodness so badly because you're a giving person. That's just not how it works. You don't get to dictate who will have goodness in their life and who will have struggle. They have to choose those things themselves. And people often choose whatever they're going to choose. All you can do is respect whatever it is. Now, if there's something that's happening where, someone is kind of like trying to plot and plan, I don't know. I don't think you should just take that laying down. I don't think you should be casual about that. I think that definitely needs to be corrected. That's one of the hardest lessons that I've had to learn is when you know some shady shit is happening, you need to squash that immediately. Like immediately squash that shit. Stomp that fucking shit out. Stomp it out. Because you can't allow any of this. The potentiality is already being manifested for you. Whatever this goodness is, it's already being created into a tangible form for your in real life existence. If you're going to allow it, really beautiful things can happen, but you have to stay focused and you cannot allow your efforts to be tainted. You cannot allow your efforts to be tainted. If you do, then you do. Be ready to be dragged right back down. Be ready to have the same type of just drama-filled cycle that, you're constantly asking, why can't I get a break? Do you really want the answer? Like, oh, your girl needs a break. Why can't I get a break, God? Do you want me to answer that? Because I have the answer. I just, most people don't want to hear this answer. People get offended by how truthful I am. If you find yourself asking silently or out loud, why can't I just get a break? Because you keep choosing the same shit over and over and over, either with the same characters or you recruit new ones. So the question is really not, why can't I get a break? It's, why do you keep punishing yourself? I used to do that. So I'm not sitting on any high horse. I used to do that quite a bit. Quite a bit. Yeah. I'm not interested in punishing myself anymore. Like at all. At all, at all, at all. Everything that I'm focused on is about aligning the pieces that get me to the next part and the next part and the next part. And this is not going to play out in the way that you think. Like people will assume when I say that, it's like looking for a person that I can use as a stepping stone and another stepping stone, like stepping on people. No, not at all. Not at all. Like, for example, aligning the pieces, right? I came to a realization that I need to be able to increase my level of health. And so I need to address every single aspect that I know is imbalanced. Y'all, don't buy shit from TikTok. They had this wonderful deal on seamless undies, and I was like, oh my God, what? 30 undies for like $12? Fucking plastic fabric. I was wondering why my hormones have been thrown off again. That's the only thing different. Microplastics getting through my skin when I sweat. So clearing that out, I'm going to look for like linen. Linen undies. It don't need no stretch. Let it be what it is. All natural fabrics, right? My body is very sensitive. So I needed that aligned. I asked for the awareness that would help me to align what needs to be aligned there. Realization, oh, Dang it. It's my TikTok undies. I bought TikTok stretch pants, TikTok undies, throw them all out. Garbage. The next thing, chronic issues with my molars, right? It's a genetic thing that I have. The other day I was like, it's time. I just need to, whatever needs to be done, I just need to properly address this. And I'm calling in the most perfect dental professional for me possible. Did you know, like within, I'd say about 12 hours from the time I thought that and I actually put action behind it, within about 12 hours, I was seated in her chair. Ain't that some shit? You ask for the alignment in a genuine manner, not out of fear, but out of a desire to flow in the direction your soul wants you to go in. It will be provided for. It will be provided for. So ask. I think most of us don't ask because we are afraid. What is going on? We are afraid, first, of rejection. What if we ask and we don't get what we're asking for? And then secondly, we're afraid we'll get what we asked for and then we won't know what to do. Figure it out and ask anyways. Ask anyways, figure out whatever one you're going to need to deal with, and then keep going forward. This next part is crucial. There's going to be many things and many circumstances trying to convince you to give up, to pull your energy back. Don't listen to any of that. Don't listen to any of that. Okay? I want you to have whatever the potentiality is. I want you to finally experience a very tangible, undeniable experience of your soul providing for you the very thing you asked for. Everything's going to be more than okay. But you have to be the one to choose it. So choose it. I got to get going because I'm going to go live on TikTok a little bit early to do some scans. If you guys would like me to work on you, do a scan or anything like that, go click on this QR code or the link in the comment. That will take you to tonight's listing. Also, quick reminder, the Quantum Potential event. This is an upcoming event. It is going to be in spring of 2025. The exact date and the exact location, not even the state that it's in, it will not be publicly disclosed because some people are fucking weird and have some devious plans. Fuck you. So only people who have paid in full will be given the information. So the Quantum Potential event is a 2-day event, and I'll be teaching whole being wellness as well as soul-based business. It is going to be a profound experience. I wish I could share this detail. I came across it accidentally as I was on a video meeting with the event coordinator, the event manager. I took it as confirmation. I took it as absolute confirmation that, yeah, my awareness of Lemurian tectonic plate shifting and placement, it's accurate. Lemuria will be there when we are there. A large fragment of Lemuria will shift underneath that specific geolocation. I'm just, I will share in the sanctuary this weekend the detail. You guys remind me. I will share in the sanctuary I can't give the exact detail, but I will give enough detail for you guys to be able to be like, holy caca. That is confirmation. All right, I gotta go. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me when I'm live. I'll see you guys over on TikTok. Yeah. Yes. Give me like 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna see what fruit my husband got me.